This
discussed.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, along the declare trigger, what else we discussed?
So we discussed about email accounts.
Email accounts, yes. Okay. Now today we will be discussing about something called screen flows. Okay, and the subflows. So what is the screen flow? Why we need to go for the screen flow? Mainly in Pega, we can say that there are three types of flows available. Okay, so one is the process flow, which we are using till now. And along with that, we have something called screen flow. And the third one, subflow. I think subflow also we had a small example. Okay, so like that, these are the three types of the flows available in Pega. Okay, process flow, screen flow, and subflow. Okay, now when we go for the screen flow, means so generally, if you want to perform the assignments by one operator, then we will be going for the screen flow. So is there any scenario specifically for that? Okay, so only one operator will be performing. This means nowadays all the exams are happening through online. Okay, so these exams will be displayed one by one question. The questions will be displayed one by one. Okay, so in case if the exam is having 30 questions, okay, so all the 30 questions need to be answered by one person only, right? That cannot be routed to the different people. Okay, only one person will be working on all the assignments. Okay, so in those scenarios, you will be going for the screen flow. Okay, mainly for the exam. Okay, otherwise, if you want to take any policy also, okay, so once you log into the portal and if you want to take the policy, so okay, you'll be giving some, you'll be following some screens. So in the first screen, you will be entering your your details, okay, and later maybe your dependent details, and later premium, and later the next one, okay, so making the payment. So all these things will be done by the one operator. And not only that, and even if you take something called Amazon.in, okay, so first you will be choosing the products which you wanted to buy, okay, and in the next page you will be selecting the address, okay, so where you wanted to deliver. And in the third one, they are going to be confirming that, okay, these are the products you want to buy. And in the fourth screen, okay, you will be making the payment for the product which you wanted to purchase. Okay, so likewise, these all are called screen flows. Okay, so where all the assignments will be performed by one operator. Okay, all assignments will be performed by one operator. So these are called screen flows. Okay, so and there are various differences available between all of them. So what are those differences? Means with the screen flow, you cannot create the work objects. Okay, always the process flow only will be created by the work object, and that can be only the process flow can be starter flow. Screen flow cannot be starter flow. Why? Because so as it cannot create the work object, always the screen flow has to be referred from the process flow. Okay, so the screen flow can be referred by the process flow. Okay, and after that, so here if you see these customer details, you have customer details and then insurance details. Okay, now why we created earlier this subflow? Customer details. This is only customer details flow, right? How come? I think we are in the same flow. Okay, let's go for the customer details flow. Okay, yeah, what we will be doing is this is the customer details flow. Actually, this is the main flow which we are using regularly. Okay, now for these two assignments, we have two separate flow actions: customer details and again insurance details. Okay, now instead of having these two assignments separately, okay, in this customer details flow, what we can do is, okay, what we can do is we can create subflow. And the one more advantage of having these subflows is, I already told you, we can make reuse of the flows. So next time, in case if you want to use the same assignments in many flows, then we can go for the sub process. And the creation of the process flow and subflow, okay, the option will be same only, okay, create flow only, okay, but there is one small option which we need to select in case if you want to create the screen flow. Okay, when you select that option, then only it will become the screen flow, otherwise it will be like a process flow only. Okay, so let's go ahead and see that. So under the process card category, create and then flow. Okay, so in general, we used to give the label for the flow. Okay, customer details, screen flow, like that I have given. And we used to select the name of the class on which you wanted to create and the rule sets and versions. Okay, but here if you see, view additional configurations options is there. Okay, so when you select that view additional configuration options, okay, here we'll be having that something called standard template for screen flows. Okay, standard template for screen flows. So this is the option which you need to select, then only it will become like a screen flow. Okay, and then create and close. Okay, still loading this. So I created a new flow. I think still it is loading. So this is the customer details screen flow which it has created. And here if you see this under the process category, Okay, so okay, so you see here, create a new work object. This checkbox itself will not be enabled. Okay, so with the process flow, you cannot create the work object. Okay, with the process flow, sorry, with the screen flow, you cannot create the work object. Whereas for the process flow, this checkbox is enabled. But for the screen flow, this is read only. Okay, this checkbox itself indicates this is the read only. Okay, see, this is editable. Okay, but whereas this create a new work object is read only. So you cannot create the work object for the screen flow. And after that, so as I said, okay, so here if you want to, you can make the assignments like for exam. Okay, make the assignments for the exam. Otherwise, where you want to perform multiple screens by the one operator. Okay, now here I would like to add one more assignment. Check out this flow and then add it. Okay, so here I add one more assignment. And so in general, all the flow actions we used to refer at the connector level. Okay, all the flow actions we used to refer at the connector level. Okay, but now we will see that where exactly we will be referring it. Okay, so and if you double click on the connector, see here, it is just a label. Okay, this is just a label. You don't have anything. Okay, here you don't have anything to select the connector. Okay, then where exactly we can assign the connector? Means the connector can be referred at the assignment level. So the flow action can be referred at the assignment level, but where in the process flow, the flow action we referred for the connector. Okay, so here the flow action you see here, action stub. So customer details flow action. Okay. And then submit. So here, see for this connector also we cannot apply the flow action. We can just give the label. Where we can give at the assignment level. Okay. Like this. And one more main advantage is while writing the exam, what exactly we can do? We can go to the previous question also. Okay, we can go to the previous question as well as next question, right? So that is also happening. That's also possible with the screen flow. So in the screen flow, backward and forward is possible. Okay, and we cannot create the work object with the screen flow. Okay, but whereas in the process flow, we cannot go back to the previous assignment, but we can create the work object. Okay, so now if you see this, okay, one second. These mandatory properties which we need to select. Okay, now instead of running this directly, so through subflow we can do it. And even while selecting from the subflow, if you double click on it, so here in general, what kind of the flow it is we used to select. Okay, this was the process flow. Now this should be the screen flow. Okay, in the main flow, okay, for the shape of sub process, we need to select it is a screen flow. And then here, the screen flow name, we have to select it. Customer details screen flow. And then submit. Okay, so the label, if you want, you can change it as it is having sub process. Okay, now you can just close it for now. Okay, instead of sending the email. What's happening? If you want to see if there is any error, then we can go for the tracer. But as per my knowledge, it's not having any issues. Why? Because we just referred the screen flow. We just created a new screen flow and that's all. Did we select flow? Yeah, flows are there. and we don't want all of them. Okay. Fail. Why it is fail? What is the issue? Oh, state code equal to null. Okay. But anyway, we got it. Okay. Yeah, like this. So we can create the screen flow. Is it the screen flow or else process flow, man? Customer details flash and flow start. Customer details. Details. Run the customer details. Yes, correct. From the customer details, we would like to call subflow. Customer details screen flow, correct. Now flash and start. And activity begin. Customer signature email. Why it is loading all these things? Okay, that is fine. Then yeah, okay. So now what is happening? So we are calling the screen flow from the main flow. So if you see here, now on click of the continue, assign to manager to fix correspondence problems. Where we have the correspondence, man. Okay. From the screen flow, we have gone to the screen flow, right? So under the which flow it is referring customer details screen flow only, right? Even if you see here, it shows that perform task and insurance details. In the screen flow, it will display like this. And along with this, it should go to the second screen, insurance details. Why it is not going to second screen, that I'm looking.
If we click on that second tab, also it is not working, sir.
Does not have any fields defined. So this flow action does not have anything or what? Maybe that would be the issue. So let's open that section and see. Insurance details flow action. There, then what about this one? Actual our main flow, customer details flow. Here also insurance details only we used to refer. Here it's running fine, right? Let's run this customer details flow and see it. No problem. Maybe did we made any changes into that insurance details flow or what? I think for this insurance circumstance flow we created, maybe that is getting impacted, I feel. Yeah, I think to manage. What was the condition we have given for the circumstance of this insurance details?
Insurance type, I guess, sir.
Yeah, for the insurance fluctuation, you see, we have created this. That is the main problem. So, insurance type. Then how come we are not accepting the insurance type now? Earlier, we used to accept the insurance type, right? What happened to that flow action where it was? The customer details flow. Think instead of spoiling this, okay, we have created insurance circumstance flow. Yeah, correct. So here we created insurance type and then insurance flow action we have created. Okay, but this insurance type we are not calling over there, by which it is not accepting that. Okay, now let's do one thing. So in this sub process, okay, in the screen flow, okay, we will add one more assignment after the customer details. So for this assignment, we will be selecting insurance type. Okay. Now it should work. So based on the insurance type which we will be selecting, so that will be displayed in that other one. Okay. Still issue. Again issue. Insurance type has to be loaded, right? Insurance type. But here at least you are getting insurance type. After selecting the insurance type, it is not displaying anything. It is giving it is not having any properties to be defined. So right, then what's the problem in this section? This is the term insurance. Continuous version. Insurance. Insurance. Okay. Just that one. Incident circumstance flow. Send simple email. So why it is calling all these emails and all that? Calling insurance flow, why it is calling email and all that? Insurance type. After this, it is coming here. Current operator. Where are we referring email here? Actually, we are not referring any email. Insurance. Yeah, sure. That's all. Notifications. No notifications. Today it's wasting a lot of time. Got it, man. The issue is with the declare trigger. This notify customer is trying to notify it. Now everything will go fine. Insurance type. Continue. Yeah, you got. So that was the main issue. We had a declare trigger, so which I disabled that my email server and all from the Google account. So I think that was the problem. Okay, so initially, so now what is happening? So we are running through the process flow. We are calling the screen flow. Okay, now in the screen flow, what is happening?
Sir, in ScreenFlow, it should be able to navigate to multiple screens now, sir. We should be able to go back.
Yeah, go back, correct.
But in this scenario, it's not happening.
Customer details, insurance details. You only have two things. Okay, customer details in the subflow, I specified customer details and insurance details. Okay, in the screen flow, what you have to specify. So here, insurance type, insurance, customer details, insurance type, insurance details. Okay, it was displayed, right? Even three screens for this, right? Details, screen flow, actions. To remove these validations. Yeah, you see you have the back button, right? So you can go back to the previous screen. Yeah, you got the previous screen. Okay, continue going forward and back, going backward. Like this, you can come forward and backward, and even insurance type you can select. Okay, so likewise, you can go back to the previous screen. Likewise, it will display, and after that, here in this screen flow, so here in general in the standard flow, what will be happening? Even at the connector level itself, we used to select the harness. Okay, I hope you remember. If it is a standard flow, okay, this is a standard flow in this. Okay, so here at the connector level, mainly we can select the flow action insurance type. Okay, and after that, at the assignment level, we used to select what kind of the harness you wanted to apply and to whom you want to route. So everything you will be selecting at the assignment level. Okay, so here at the assignment level, we can select what kind of the harness you wanted to display. Okay, so what kind of the harness you wanted to display, you can select at the assignment level. If it is not checked out, it will not even respond. Okay, so to whom you want to route, like current operator, and at the same time, so under the assignment details, okay, you can select the harness to whom you wanted to, okay, which harness you wanted to display, like perform harness, confirm harness, or review harness, and all these things like that. Okay, but whereas in the screen flow, all these things you can apply only at the start shape. Okay, so here perform harness or something like that again. Okay, but whereas in the screen flow, you cannot assign all these things at the assignment level. Screen flow. So you can only apply at the start shape. So why? Because all the assignments will follow the same harness kind of thing. Okay, so you see here custom and harness. So for the screen flow, it is having tabbed screen flow. And in this, if you want to apply different kind of screen flow like tree grid, something like that, so you can apply that one. Tree navigation. So instead of the tabbed one, it will take it as a screen flow. See here. So in the left side, it is showing like a tree grid, but earlier it was like a tabbed screen flow. Maybe it may not go as we have the validation like first name, last name, also. It got anyway. Okay, like next and back here. Okay, so we have only next button. Okay. Like this. So even if you want, you can go back to the previous screen. So this is the way we can change even the screen flow, how exactly you want to display, whether it is like a tabbed screen flow or else tree grid screen flow, all these things. Okay. So they are the main differences. So even not only that, okay, harness, okay, along with the harness, okay, operator also who has to work, you can refer only at the starting shape of the screen flow. Okay, but previously the underflow for each and every assignment we used to select that. Okay, but now In the screen flow, for each and every assignment, you will not be having. You see, routing is not there. Okay, only flow action we can select and enable navigation link. Okay. So in this, for each and every assignment, you will be having all these options, like along with the current operator, okay, along with the assignment details, even local actions also you cannot apply. These notifications also, these tickets, optimization. So all these will not be there for this. Okay, all these will not be there for the screen flow. And along with that, here you cannot have all the shapes. Okay, so automations are there. Okay, but here you don't have something called spin off and split join kind of the things. Okay, in the screen flow, you cannot have something called spin off and split join. I will tell you what exactly they are. Okay, but and even I have told you, so this will not be having like create work object will not be there for this. Okay, so this create work object also not possible from the screen flow. So they are the main differences. So mainly if you want to go some sequence of the flow actions which you wanted to display by single operator, okay, then you can go for the screen flow, and the screen flow can be referred from the process flow. Okay, the process flow can create the work object and then further process can be done. Okay, so this is thing, and here you need to remember one more thing also. So that is like, for example, there are 6 assignments, okay, like 6 flow actions, okay, which need to be performed by the 2 operators. Okay, which need to be performed by the 2 operators. So as I told you just now, the screen flow can be operated or performed by just one operator. Okay, only one operator has to be worked on one screen flow. Okay, but the client requirement is like first 3 screens should be performed by operator 1 and the remaining 3 screens should be operated by operator 2. Okay, performed by operator 2. So in that case, how exactly it is possible? We cannot route it to the different person from the 4th assignment. So in that case, what we can do is, so we need to create one screen flow for the first 3 assignments, and we need to create the second screen flow for the second one more screen flow for the remaining 3 assignments. Okay, now in the process flow, okay, in the main flow, you can include 2 separate screen flows and you can assign it to the 2 different operators accordingly. Understanding, Jagdish?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just to give you a space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we have 6 assignments. So in that case, if it is a screen flow, only one operator can perform it. So what we will be doing, instead of making it one screen flow, we can make it like 2 screen flows. Okay, we can make it like 2 screen flows. So this is one flow and this is another flow. Okay, so this is one screen flow and this is another screen flow. Okay, now this can be assigned to operator 1 here, and this can be assigned to the operator 2 here. Okay, then the requirement can meet by customer. Okay, So this is also one of the interview question which generally will be asked. So two operators need to be worked by the same screen flow, and then what exactly we can do means we can divide into two parts, and then we can assign it to, we can route it to that to them accordingly. Okay, Jagdish? Yeah, that is all about that screen flow, Jagdish. So tomorrow we will see that remaining two process kind of things like spin off and split join and split for each. Okay, so how exactly we can refer? So that is mainly the purpose of them is like the parallel processing. Okay, right now what is happening? So when one operator is accessing, other operator cannot work on them. Okay, only one operator can work on them. But whereas if you want to perform your functionality simultaneously, then you can go for the spin off or split join or split for each. That is called asynchronous processing also.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. See you then. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay.